This is take three. The first one I made, there was a really annoying sound in the back, like going rah, rah, and there's one, it was in here. Now somebody else's is doing it, so I can still hear it, but vaguely. So I started a new video. Then, right when I started it, and I was telling y'all that I started a new one because I was having that problem, somebody walked in and was like, hey, I'm registration. So then I had to cut it off and start another one. So this is take three. Um, I'm making this video because I posted the video of me giving M Harga snacks. And some people are like, oh my god, what's the Harga snacks? What's the Hargaloops? Did you make it? What is it? What And I figured the best way to answer all the questions would be to make a video. So, the Hargaloops is kind of like where it started. Um, so you were, my neck looks so crazy. Most of us, or most of you that are asking, are people that are in the fandom and blah 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 blah. So y'all already know how it is. Y'all are either like me or more extreme than me. And so we love everything Mariska does, and we make a big deal out of everything she does. Give me a sec. Yeah, I had to pause it because I saw the girl coming back out the corner of my eye, and I wasn't about to make a take four. No, I wasn't. Anyway, so we get obsessed with everything she does, and we get all like, oh my god, she's walking down the street. Oh my god, she's eating bacon. Oh my god, she's eating a burrito. Oh my god. You know, we freak out and we can't even, and the next thing you know, we're all dead, and it's just a big scene. So, if y'all remember, when M presented like an award or something like that for the NFL, like something's, I don't remember, but there are some of you out there who know when it was, what night it was, what seat she sat in, what she wore, what kind of deodorant she may have had on. I don't remember any of that. Um, and when she was back, like in her seat or something, and she was like clapping, she was chewing something. And naturally, you know, people are watching, they're trying to see what's going on, and us, we're all like, oh my god, she's chewing something. So I think that night there was like this big like Harga gum thing. Like, oh my god, there's the Harga gum and blah blah blah. So, um, of course, I decided to like make Harga gum. So I drew up a little template and I was like, oh Harga gum. And, you know, it's like, oh Harga gum this, Harga that. And before even the Harga gum thing came out, there was always like, you know, Harga booty, Harga licious, Harga, you know, regular stuff. Like we would just say to each other like Hargatastic. I think my friend Jory used to say to me like, have a Hargatastic day or something, or something like, you know, like it was Harga this, Harga that. We, you know, we Hargatize everything. Like, Hargatize me, Captain. Well, she's a sergeant now, I guess, or a captain. What the hell is she? I don't even know. See, I guess I'm not a diehard. But anyway, so, and then, like, of course, because my brain is on, like, I went past the Harga gum, and I was like, oh my god, she needs Harga everything. So, I was like, how cool would it be for her to have cereal? I was like, Hargaloops. Oh my god. Like, that's genius. Like Hargaloops. It's like a loop. And then I was like, it could be like the color of like the no more symbol. Oh my god, this is such a great idea. I have to do this. I even made a commercial. I made a commercial about if you eat your Hargaloops, you can get a Hargabooty. I made another commercial about like, I don't know. I was just so excited and I was like, I have to do this thing. So I drew it out. I was like, and then I heard she loves pandas. Again, something I don't know, something I just heard. So the little dude on the cereal was a panda. And I drew up the thing and it was like Hargaloops and I made the thing. And then I was like, it would be cooler if I actually like put it on the box like it was cereal, even though it's not, because that's kind of creepy to give somebody like a box of cereal. Especially like if you hand picked out all the blue ones, like, here, I made you the cereal, and they're like, oh my god, get away from me. So anyway, so I made the Hargaloops and I was all excited about it and I thought like, oh, I got the next genius idea, like, oh my god, Hargaloops should be real. And I was all excited and I posted about it. And I think like I wasn't really like I guess like a big deal or anything. And nobody, I didn't really have friends and stuff like that, so nobody really cared. I mean, a couple people were like, "Oh my god, that's so cute," and like, my ride or dies, my besties and everything was like, "Oh my god, girl, you're so talented," yada yada. But then I got a lot of other stuff like, "Oh my god, you're such a stalker. Oh my god, you're crazy. Oh my god, like, why are you doing this? You need to get a life, grow up, stop wasting your time on her. She's never gonna notice you." Blah, 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 blah. So I was like, whatever, but I still thought it was a genius idea. So then my friends and I were planning a trip to come to New York. This bubble is killing me. We were planning a trip to come to New York to see SVU film and to just be in the city because New York is a wonderful place. And we were like, we're gonna see SVU film and we're gonna like see Mariska and get selfies and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna bring the Hargiloops with me. And if y'all remember, I used to do those twinning photo shoots too. So I was like, and I'm gonna make her a little book and give her the things of all of us, like of me twinning with her, just like, oh, this is I'm your fan or whatever. And then I gave her a book with a bunch of drawings in it. So so we were planning our trip, and then like it kind of got a little screwed, a little wanky, and only two of us were gonna get to go. So then I got all my stuff, and then we like went. And we were having our trip. So I was like, I'm gonna bring these Hargiloops with me. But by then, like the box had been all like smashed up a little bit, it looked a little wrinkly, it looked a little ratchet because I had it for so long. So like we were waiting outside, and it was like freezing cold, like so cold. We were like huddled up, and like I didn't wear the right clothing or anything to be like outside like that. And I had the box, and it was like, listen, I'm out here holding this stuff. My shoulder's hurting because the thing is heavy, and then I'm holding this box. And I was like, she's not even going to want this. Like, it's ugly and it's ghetto. She's like, why is somebody just giving me some empty cereal box? You're crazy. This kind of stuff. So I started to, like, doubt myself. I'm like, I don't want to give this to her. I can't do it. She's not going to like it. I'm just going to, like, take my picture and run, like, type deal. So I called one of my friends and I was like, she was like, oh, how's it going? I was like, oh, it's going crazy. We're standing out here, it's cold and blah, 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 blah. And everybody else got their selfie, so they left because it's cold. And I'm just standing here with my other friend, Kaylee, and like a couple other people. And I was like, and hopefully we're going to get our picture, but I don't think I'm going to give her the cereal box because like she's going to be in a rush. And I was like, all these people are starting to show up and I'm starting to panic because she's not going to want to take pictures because there's so many of us here and we're like bum rushing her. And I was like, when it was just like the 12 of us, we were like standing in a line. She called us orderly and fantastic, but now there's more people. So what am I going to do? And she was like, no, give it to her. She's going to love it. And I'm like, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. There was this really, really sweet girl. I think she was from Israel. I'm not sure. So beautiful, like gorgeous. And she offered to like help me hold the stuff, such as in case when M came out, I can give her the stuff. So M comes back out, and there's like a mob of people. Of course, I panic. I'm like, I'm not going to get a selfie. I'm not going to get to give her Hargiloops, blah, 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 blah. So we're going. These people are coming up, and then there's me and this other girl, and M's right there. She's going to take the picture. She's like, this is it, guys. So we both hand our phones at the same time. M's like, all right, come on, guys, one at a time. So, of course, I pulled back, let the girl go first. So the girl took her selfie, and then I took my selfie with M. Then as she like kind of was like, okay, that's it, and she was walking through a trailer, and I was like, here, Em, this is for you. And I gave her the stuff, and the sweet girl gave me the other stuff, and I handed it to him. She's like, oh, thanks, guys, thanks so much. And she went in the trailer and she shut the door. And I was like, thank God. I took a deep breath. I was like, okay, I got my selfie. I gave her the stuff. I'm good. Let me find my friends. I'm gonna go. So I started walking back up the street. Next thing I know, Mariska burst out the trailer, like legit, like boom, like door open and Mariska's out, like, oh my god. And she's like, who did Hargiloops? And I couldn't believe it was happening. So I'm like, did she just come back out? Did she ask who did the Hargiloops? Oh my god, who did Hargiloops? I'm like, oh my god, it's me, I did the Hargiloops. So I run over there and I'm like, me, I did it. It was almost like that thing from that movie, that thing when the girl's like, I volunteer. It was so dramatic. And I'm freaking out and I'm like shaking and I'm laughing. And then like I'm recording it and I'm like, and she's like trying to take a picture with it. So she's like holding the Hargiloops, she's doing the thumbs up, and I'm trying to like record and I'm trying to also talk to her. And I'm like, are you sure that you like it? And she's like, I love Hargiloops. It's my favorite cereal. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, oh my God, I love your earrings. And there's Hargit gum in there. And I'm like freaking out about all the Hargit stuff. And it like legit just made my life. So then I leave there, and she tweeted about it. Somebody tweeted her, my boo. She tweeted and was like, Mariska, when you gonna get started on them Hargiloops? And she was like, are you kidding? I already finished the box. They're my fave. And I was like, what? Is this real? I can't believe this is happening. So I was like at dinner, excuse me, with a couple friends, and I was getting drunk because I was like, what the heck? Like, we had the sangria there, and it wasn't meant to get drunk, but I was freaking out, and that was what was there to drink, and I was just sucking it back. And when you suck alcohol back like that, you can get drunk. So I'm sucking the alcohol back. It ends up a little tipsy or whatever like that. Then I think she like posted on Instagram, it was like breakfast of champs or something, and I was like, this is ridiculous. This is kind of crazy. Like, I don't understand how this is happening. Like, is this real? Am I dreaming? Other people are seeing this, right? So yeah, that happened. Then we saw her the next night, and she was like filming and everything. We're watching, and we ended up in her photobomb, whatever. We photobombed her, ended up in her picture, whatever. So we see her starting to leave, and we're like, let's go. So we're like walking up, and I'm like, Marshka, can I please get a picture with you? She's like, yeah. She's like, just come on, because I gotta go. And she's like hustling. Like, Marshka can walk. Like, she, like, not like mosey, and she's like booking it. So I'm booking it with her. I'm like, all right, come on, let's do this. Let's take our selfie. And I was like, I'm glad you like the Hargiloops. And she starts laughing. So we have a blurry selfie because she was like, you know, like she liked the selfie loops. She liked the Hargiloops. And so that was like another part of it. Then the rest of everything happened, blah, 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 blah. I go home, yada, yada, yada. I think I've been home for like maybe a week or maybe a couple of days or something. Yeah, like a week or a couple of days. And my friend texts me and she's like, oh my God, watch this video right now. And she like sent me a link or something. And usually I don't click links because I'm like, dude, like these links, your phone, the message pops up. If you click this link, your phone is blah, 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 blah. So I get scared, but it was my bestie. So I was like, all right, if she's telling me to do this, it's not going to harm my phone. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Doop, clicked on it. There's a video because another friend of mine had said to Mariska or something like, oh, we got so excited because last week Safi with the Hargiloops. And Mariska was like, how funny is the Hargiloops? And she's like, I mean, you know, because people come in, they give me, and I was just running out, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. And she came in Hargiloops, and I was like, you gotta go back out there. And I was like, you gotta be shitting me. I screamed. I was like, and I was like legit like running through my house, and my grandmother and her case manager were like freaking out because they're like, oh my God, why are you screaming? And I was like, she loves me, oh my God, she loves me. And I was like slid down the refrigerator. I started running up and down the hallway, and I'm like screaming. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Like, it's like a week later and she's still talking about Hargiloops. Oh my God. Freaking out like that. And so that's like the first part of the Hargiloops story. And I'm gonna post this video, and then I'm gonna do the next video to connect them so y'all see how that links to this. How do I get this? You need to get new devices and stuff. Like, the cameras are here, so I kind of have to look there, but I like to look at me to see what I'm doing. And then I got this little like going on.